God, really God. It's got a different name, begins with an M, and then you had aeons, and then one of them aeons, Sophia, instead of going with another male aeon to create Earth, a reality, I suppose, whatever this is that we're living in, she did it on her own. And in that process of doing it on her own, she created a bastard being, which is basically Jehovah.
Prove to me that you are alive.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But would you say that these, do you know, because if you looked at it from a Christian point of view, a Christian worldview, which I'm not saying I'm like a full-on Christian, but I believe there's truth in it, and I'm probably a bit closest if I had to describe myself. But if you're looking at it from their narrative, they believe that you've got fallen angels and you've got Satan that are tampering, and that's who we're at war against. Would you say we're at war against evil entities?
See, this is the thing. First of all, Christ is my Messiah, right? But we have to remember that a lot of these stories from the Bible, from the Torah, from the Talmud, this is the Jewish history. We really have to like remember this. You understand? They're talking about their fallen angels. They're talking about their prophets. They're talking about, you understand? And this is why they have created Islam. This is why they have created Christianity, because I'm pretty sure if Christ was around right now, he wouldn't agree with 95% of what Christianity or
100%, mate.
Catholicism talks about. You understand? He wouldn't be part of this. So are, it's like, it's a deep subject to get to. So are there, fallen angels? And like there are, but we have to, from a biblical standpoint, we have to remember that this is the Jewish history. This is their books. These are their prophecies. And what's really important is the Talmud, or the compilation of the Torah. This is the plot. How do you say? It's like a movie
Script.
a script. It's a movie script that they want our history to play out in, and this is why they've been implementing this in our heads. And
That's
this
like
is
making it look like Armageddon's now. Do you know what I mean? With all their programming and making it, and it's not. It's just a manufactured Armageddon. It's not God doing this sequence of events now. I don't think they're making it look like it. I think we're going through something totally different. They're just trying to make it look like that it's the biblical Armageddon, but because obviously that gets Muslims as well, because Muslim end time prophecies is very similar to Christianity prophecies.
Listen, it's the same thing. If you think about it,
It's the same thing,
they're
definitely agree, it's the same thing.
if you think about
The thinking that it's different, do you know what I mean?
if you think about it, all of these three religions are Abrahamic religions. And like one thing to remember is, and what I've learned throughout the years, is Jehovah, which is Jewish God and the God that's been presented to us. This is a completely different God. This is a demigod, like this is not the creator. You understand? So, and Jehovah, from the Slavic point of view, and from what I've learned so far, is Jehovah is the one that infiltrated our planet, and with this biblical script that we are supposed to be living in, and this happened around 7,000 years ago. So this is why.
And that's to do with, is it them Gnostic books, what they call again, beginning with an N?
Nag Hammadi Library or the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, but
because they believe in it that Jehovah is the demiurge that were created when this. I don't understand how it works and if it's true, like, but supposedly in it where you've got God, really God. It's got a different name, begins with an M, and then you had aeons, and then one of them aeons, Sophia, instead of going with another male aeon to create Earth, a reality, I suppose, whatever this is that we're living in, she did it on her own. And in that process of doing it on her own, she created a bastard being, which is
Mhm.
basically Jehovah, who
Mhm.
thinks he's created all of this, and that's
Yes.
who fucks
Yes.
everything up, because he thinks this is his playground and only
Sir.
his. Which,
Yes, sir.
you know what, like, I did want to tell you about this trip, because it's quite a story. I don't know if this is right time, like, but a part of a trip that I had, I honestly think it's possible. I'm not saying definitely, because it was a trip, so I don't know ultimately how much was true and not. But I honestly think I could have possibly kicked myself out of this reality and gone home temporarily, and
For
then
sure.
basically pushed to come back here.
For sure.
And I mean, it's something that it's hard to describe in words, because it's trying to remember a little snippet of a mental long trip. And, you know,
What
it's
was
like,
it on? What were you on?